Now, here's the deal. I've noticed, I'm sure y'all have noticed, that many people have been critical of the fact that Bronny is on the team to begin with. But guess what? I'm not one of them.
So Stephen A. Smith embarrassed himself on his podcast trying to defend Bronny James and calling out Bronny James' critics. We all know Kwame Brown, former Lakers center, has been one of the main people criticized Bronny James and LeBron James. His quotes and his responses have been going viral on Twitter and other social media platforms. So recently, Kwame Brown made some viral statements about Bronny James.
Bronny performance last night, it was horrendous. Like, I just don't understand. He has a father who's arguably the best player who ever played the game. But it shows that it was just off of his athleticism because his son don't know the basic principles.
Okay, so that's Kwame Brown criticism towards Bronny James. Rightfully so, a former NBA player, former Laker. He has every right, in my opinion, to be the one to criticize LeBron James and Bronny James as a former NBA player. Now, let's listen to what Stephen A. Smith had to say in defense of Bronny James' critics on his podcast, The Stephen A. Smith Show. Let's check out this clip, and then I'll be right back with some more commentary.
And my appreciation for LeBron James and our appreciation collectively as basketball fans should always be, as he would state, surreal, to say the least. It is a damn travesty that you got people running their damn mouths, acting like it's a problem that he got his son on the team. We're now learning, based off of numerous reports that have come out the last few days, that the Golden State Warriors were contemplating grabbing Bronny James at the 52nd overall pick, but passed on doing so in order to respect the wishes of LeBron James, because they knew that the Lakers had the 55th pick and that LeBron James was going to make sure that the Lakers grabbed him. Ladies and gentlemen, LeBron has earned this. Bronny has something to prove. Bronny has something to earn. He's got to put forth the work and the effort over a lengthy period of time to show that he's worthy of being in the NBA. All of that is true. But in terms of the skids being greased, pardon the phrase, so Bronny James could be on the Lakers as opposed to another NBA team, why is that a problem? Coaches do that. Executives do it. There's a whole host of folks throughout the world of sports that facilitate things, that engage in a level of nepotism that we all notice because it's flagrantly obvious. Are you kidding me? This is Bronny James, the son of LeBron James. And when we think about the NBA and what it has become, and the $76 billion 11-year deal they recently signed with various television networks and streaming operations, I got news for you. Is that possible if it were not for LeBron James? You have any idea what LeBron James has done for the game of basketball? What LeBron James has done for the world of sports? And for him to have his son on the team with him, I got no issues with it whatsoever. I have zero issue with it whatsoever. LeBron James has earned that. Bronny James has something to prove. Fair enough. But LeBron James has earned it. And there's evidence to show what LeBron James has meant. Remember when he departed from Cleveland? It cost $1 billion to the local economy when he was gone. That's why they burnt this jersey in effigy. That's why they were so disgusted. That's why he was the pariah that he was, because he meant that damn much. Well, guess what? He still does, more than a decade later. And it's because of that that you should have no problem with him facilitating his son having an opportunity to play in the same uniform on the same team for the same franchise as his daddy. And last point, these are the Lakers. It's the most storied franchise in basketball annals, arguably outside of the Boston Celtics. And with that being said, they still needed LeBron James to keep them relevant over the last few years. Delivered a title in the bubble, got to a Western Conference Finals a couple of years ago, been in the playoffs the last couple of years. He's done a lot. He deserves this. Bronny is Bronny, but it ain't about Bronny. It's about Bron, as in LeBron. He deserves this. Stand back, fall back, chill the hell out, and let the man do his thing with his son. And let's see how Bronny develops in the years to come. Not this year, in the years to come. Don't use year one to judge him just because you want to hate on LeBron James.
Okay, so that's Stephen A. Smith defending Bronny James and calling out Bronny James critics. So I just want to pull up some screenshots from his comment section because these are Stephen A. Smith fans and his subscribers that's calling him out, saying like, yo, Bronny James is an NBA player, and rightfully so, he can get criticized as an NBA player. Stephen A. Smith knows if Bronny James wasn't LeBron James' son, that he would be going off calling out Bronny James, calling him a bust or a scrub, or whatever else Stephen A. Smith uses to slander current NBA players.
I heard somebody on Ticket TV panel talking about, man, this is about a black and a white thing. Y'all make everything about a black and a white thing. Bronny is black and being treated better than some white boy. Newsflash, in case you didn't know. This don't make no sense. You're able to call Kwame Brown a bust, a scrub. You're able to call Anthony Bennett a bust, a scrub. You're able to call Michael Oliver Candy a bust and a scrub. But when it comes to Bronny, you can't even say that this kid is scared. He's not aggressive. It doesn't seem like he can play point guard. You can't even critique his game. So that's what lets me know that it's all about who we like. And you guys are proving it. It's somebody threatening a YouTuber over a man they don't even know. We're watching a kid sit in the corner, scared of the ball, scared to shoot threes, and y'all do more critiquing the person who's saying something, but you don't do that to Stephen A. You don't do that to Skip Bayless. You tune in. Yeah, he sat in the corner all game. How in the hell this guy supposed to be a good defender? Y'all comparing him to Drew Holiday when he's not as big and strong as Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is stronger than he looked. Drew Holiday is about 6'3", 6'4". This is not no little man. Drew Holiday is the size of your UFC champion, 6'4", strong as an ox. He don't have this young boy weight on him. This boy is a teenager still. He haven't grown into his grown man weight yet. But we're going to compare unproven rookie to a two-time NBA champion before he does anything? Really? We're going to compare him to Drew Holiday, somebody who's a two-time NBA champion. This don't make no sense. And we got all these guys can't even articulate themselves. Man, you just hate nepotism. No, actually, bro, I did this for a living. And I've watched men who had to go through the second round struggle, and I can't respect it because of that fact. I can't respect the fact that this kid don't have no pressures of being waived. He don't have no pressures of having to find a place to stay. None of this stuff. And all he has to do is go out there and play, and they still are making excuses for him. There's no excuse for Bronny not to go out there and at least be assertive. He doesn't even play with reckless abandonment. He doesn't even try on the offensive end. He's looking to give everybody else the ball. This is about competition. The best man win, not who got the best father.
So I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Do you feel like people are overly criticizing Bronny James? Or do you feel like the criticism is fair because Bronny James is a current NBA player and everybody has a right to criticize any NBA player? Just because he's LeBron James' son, should that stop people from criticizing Bronny James? Because we all know how they're trying to point this as like, yo, black dad got his black son in the NBA, father-son duo. And they're trying to make it seem like just because there's this thing surrounding that nobody should call it out or criticize it. You got to think, guys, these guys are NBA players, and we all know what comes with that, criticism. So I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on the next one, and we out, guys. Peace.